Che arrogantly fell out with his only potential ally.
When he went to Bolivia, the very first thing he said when he met with the leader of the local Communist Party, he said, "El jefe soy yo, I am going to be the chief."
The failure of the campaign had been set in motion. Che was abandoned by the people he was sent to help. Soon after, he was discovered.
Che and his men moved through this really bestial wilderness of southeastern Bolivia, full of spiny trees and waterless, trackless wastes, pursued by the army, one man after the other gradually succumbing, dying. Che himself didn't have boots. He had pieces of leather tied to his feet.
Now Che, suffering badly from asthma, broke one of his own golden rules about secrecy in the field.
As we were advancing along the roads, we made contacts with the peasants. They were informing the army of our whereabouts, and that is very dangerous. Why did we have to do it? Because we had sick people. We couldn't cross the mountains. Our condition forced us to break these rules. These mistakes allowed the army to discover where we were, how we had reached La Higuera, and they surrounded us.
Che was captured, held overnight, and told by a CIA agent that he was to be executed.
Che reacted by blanching, turning white as a sheet, and then very quickly composing himself and saying, "Well, it's better. I should never have been captured alive. Tell my wife, Aleida, to marry again and to try to be happy. And tell Fidel that the revolution will triumph." The CIA man then says he felt compelled to hug Che, and then left the room and nodded to the man who was waiting outside, a drunk Bolivian army sergeant, to go in and shoot him from the neck down to make it look as though he had died of wounds in battle. Che was waiting for him, and apparently he was overcome by Che's stare, and he couldn't fire. Che said to him, "Shoot, coward, you're only going to kill a man."
In October 1967, Che Guevara's body was injected with formaldehyde to prevent its decomposition and proudly and ostentatiously displayed to the world.
The Bolivians were really worried that people wouldn't believe that this body was Guevara. And of course what happened was they then made this rather beautiful image which was photographed and went around the world of this unbelievably lifelike face. This picture helped him to become the revolutionary icon that has lasted for 30 years.
At 39, Che Guevara the man was dead. Che Guevara the immortal legend was about to be born.
Che tried to change the world and failed. He may only be a poster or a flag, but something about Che will always discomfort certain people. He represents the ever-present ability of individuals to transform themselves and to suddenly look at the reality around them and to say, "This isn't right. I'm going to do something about it."
Why he survived until today is, I think, just the extraordinary romance of the story of a man who has had it all and been successful and then gives it all up in order to fight for his own beliefs.